to my tunes. It's all the faults I'm getting. And I try to, on my programmer, when I plug it into my computer, it shows the stock tune, on the device. When I plug it into the, connected to my ODB to put it back to stock, hopefully for this to go away, all these other notifications that's coming up, it tells me that no tune, stock tune not found. So, yeah, sometime today, I will get with Liver Noise. Hopefully it won't be one of them people who has no patience to understand what's going on. You have did all the steps. I understand, things have issues, nothing is perfect. I understand that. But what upsets me is like when you call in for assistance and then you have an idiot, that's what I call it, on the other end, making you feel like, oh, you just did something wrong. Hey, it's like anything else, man. Anything could malfunction, Like I said, the thing is to work with the person to find out what's going on. Because even though I cleared these codes, I cleared it and this still came back. After 40 notifications as to some faults that I had, when I cleared it, it still shows I have 11. And there's one code that comes up, one fault that comes up all the time. And well, hopefully we'll get this resolved today. Hopefully I get someone on the phone that has some patience and understand, you pay $850 for a device that should be a little bit better set up, Another thing I honestly dislike about it, it seems to me that each time that you change your tune, you got to go into the outside in the ECU and unplug all those plugs, and it's like, wow, I know everywhere does this stuff differently, and I know it's a reason that this was done this way, but I feel like if every time you got to change your tune, you got to get on your hood and unplug 3 plugs each time and plug them back, it should have been towards the point that, like, once you go into that ECU and program, it takes in the tunes that you have ordered. Let's just say for your, right now they have the 87 to 93 tune and also the 91 to 93 tune, right? And I feel that, like, if those 2 tunes, how many of the tunes that you order, once you go into the ECU, all that should have been programmed into the ECU. So then when you get ready to switch to whichever one that you want to switch to, that you don't have to go, you could just plug into your ODB and do your programming that way, you know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying, because I'm comparing it to other tune I had before in my older vehicle that was allowing me just to, plug it into the ODB, choose the tune that I want from the device, and it just updates right then and there. But I understand this is a different vehicle and different type of program. And yesterday, man, my I think that was my transmission showing there, and that thing was, oh my God. I didn't drive my vehicle for long. I probably drove it for probably 3 miles, I'll probably say it was that I drove it, and I didn't really get on it, but by the time I got home, this temperature was like, I'm trying to understand what the hell happened. The temperature was high as hell and it wouldn't drop down. I mean, it took like over an hour, for it to even much go down. I think I was dealing with this thing until like about 10 p.m. trying to get it to go back to stock, and I just could not. My wife had to come out and say, hey, are you going to come inside and get you some rest? And that's when I left it alone. So this morning now, hoping that things would have been cleared, but I guess not. So here we are again with it. Hopefully by the end of the day, I'll be able to reach out to Liver Noise and get something going and get this situation addressed. I did send them an email I wasn't too happy, being up at that late night trying to put this thing back in stock, and it won't much allow me to go back in stock. It's not showing stock when I try to choose it from the device. Like I said, when I plug it into the computer, it's showing stock and the other two tunes, but yeah, let's see how it goes.